Hello again, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool are once again showing why they are one of the smartest clubs in Europe when it comes to long-term planning. While many teams wait, hesitate, or react too late, the Reds are moving early, both in the transfer market and behind the scenes with key players already at the club. And right now, two major stories perfectly show that strategy in action. First, let's talk about the future of Liverpool's defense. The club have agreed a huge deal to sign 20-year-old French center-back Jeremy Jacquet from Rennes. This is not just another signing, it's a statement. Liverpool are prepared to pay a club record package of around 72 million euros to secure one of the most highly rated young defenders in France. Jacquet, a France under-21 international and Rennes Academy graduate, is already in Merseyside to complete his medical. What makes this move even smarter is the plan. Jacquet will stay at Rennes on loan until the end of the season. That means he keeps playing regularly in League One, continues his development in a demanding league, and arrives at Anfield in the summer ready, not rushed. It's classic Liverpool. Buy elite talent early, avoid a bidding war, and think 2 or 3 years ahead, not just the next transfer window. Under Arne Slot, this approach has become even clearer. Liverpool are targeting players who are young, tactically flexible, mentally strong, and comfortable with pressure. Jacquet fits that profile perfectly. He's already trusted as a starter at a club that demands maturity from its defenders, and Liverpool clearly see him as a future cornerstone at the back. But while Liverpool are building for tomorrow, they are also locking down the present. And that brings us to Dominik Szoboszlai. This season, Szoboszlai has taken his game to another level. He hasn't just been good, he's been one of Liverpool's best players. His energy, leadership, technical quality, and mentality have made him central to how Liverpool play under Slot. And according to journalist Lewis Steele, Szoboszlai wants his importance reflected in a new contract. "I think he wants a new deal, and I think he will get a new deal," Steele said, and it's hard to argue with that. Szoboszlai himself has confirmed that talks are happening, even if he's playing it cool in public. "New deal talks from now on, it's not in my hands," he said recently. But Steele believes those words were not accidental. Reading between the lines, it sounded like a message to the club: "I've been your best player this season. Make sure you pay me like one." And when you look at the bigger picture, that message makes sense. Liverpool are entering a period of transition. Huge figures like Mohamed Salah, Andy Robertson, and Alisson Becker are all moving closer to the later stages of their Liverpool careers. Virgil van Dijk, the current captain, is also not going to be here forever. That creates space, not just in the team, but in leadership. Szoboszlai has already started stepping into that space. Steele revealed that when he spoke to Szoboszlai about leadership, the midfielder didn't shy away from it at all. In fact, he embraced it. There's a growing belief that Szoboszlai sees himself not just as a star player, but as a future leader, possibly even a future captain. Steele went as far as to suggest that Szoboszlai may already be making a quiet case for the armband once Van Dijk eventually moves on. With vice-captain Andy Robertson and senior leaders like Salah and Alisson facing uncertain futures, Szoboszlai's influence is only going one way: up. Right now, Szoboszlai's contract runs until 2028, so there's no immediate danger. But Liverpool know the risks of waiting too long. Steele warned the club not to repeat past mistakes, pointing to situations like Trent Alexander-Arnold being allowed to run his deal down. Liverpool may not rush, but the smart move would be to act early, just like they did with Jacquet. All signs suggest they will. Szoboszlai is consistent, ambitious, respected in the dressing room, and still only 25. He represents the present and the future of Liverpool's midfield, and possibly its leadership group. When you combine that with Liverpool's aggressive but intelligent recruitment strategy, the message is clear. This rebuild is already well underway. Liverpool aren't standing still. They're planning, protecting, and preparing, and the next chapter at Anfield is being written right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool are right in the middle of a tense and dramatic transfer window, and if you thought things were quiet at Anfield, think again. Behind the scenes, serious work is going on as the club tries to fix a growing defensive crisis before the deadline slams shut. Injuries, limited options, and fierce competition from Premier League rivals have turned this into a high-pressure situation for Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes. Let's start with the big picture. Liverpool's need for defenders is no secret anymore. The Reds are short at the back, especially in central defense, and that problem has been made worse by injuries and inconsistent availability. Right now, Liverpool only have a small number of senior center backs they can fully rely on, which is far from ideal for a club chasing success on multiple fronts. Because of this, Liverpool have been scanning the market for weeks, looking for players who can strengthen the defense either immediately or in the near future. One of the most advanced plans involves young French defender Jeremy Jacquet. The Reds are confident that Jacquet will join in the summer, with a big money deal believed to be close to completion. Liverpool see him as a long-term solution, a player who can grow into a key role at Anfield. However, waiting until summer does not solve the urgent problem Liverpool face right now. That is why the club explored a late move for Lutgerald Geertruida. The versatile Dutch defender can play at right back, center back, and even in midfield, making him a perfect fit for a squad dealing with injuries. Unfortunately, talks collapsed on Sunday night, and that potential transfer is now off the table. Other names have also been linked with Liverpool in recent days. Inter Milan's Denzel Dumfries has been mentioned as a possible option, while Roland Salai has appeared in rumors as well. But as the clock keeps ticking, none of these links have turned into concrete deals. One player who has consistently been mentioned in connection with Liverpool is Club Brugge center-back Joel Ordóñez. The young defender is highly rated across Europe and is seen as one of the most promising defensive talents in Belgium. Liverpool have been tracking him for some time and consider him to be a strong candidate to reinforce their backline. But just when it looked like Liverpool might have a clear path, a major twist arrived. Reports from Belgium reveal that Crystal Palace have made a huge move for Ordóñez, submitting what has been described as a monstrous bid of around €40 million. Club Brugge rejected the offer, but the message is clear. Palace are serious and are ready to spend big to secure the defender before the deadline. That €40 million bid would have been a club record sale for Brugge, which shows just how highly Ordóñez is valued. Even though the offer was turned down, Palace are expected to come back with an improved proposal. If that happens, Liverpool could find themselves priced out of the deal. This creates a difficult situation for the Reds. On one hand, Ordóñez would be an excellent addition. He is young, strong, composed on the ball, and capable of stepping into the first team quickly. With Liverpool currently limited to only a couple of senior center backs, a player like Ordóñez could make an instant impact. On the other hand, Liverpool already have a massive financial commitment lined up for Jacquet in the summer. Spending another huge fee right now may not be part of the club's plan, especially so late in the window. From Liverpool's perspective, ensuring that the Jacquet deal is secured appears to be the top priority. The club sees him as a cornerstone of their future defense, and they do not want anything to jeopardize that agreement. Because of this, it feels unlikely that Liverpool will match or exceed Palace's big money offer for Ordóñez at this stage. The Reds may choose to step back and reassess in the summer, especially if Palace fail to agree terms with Brugge. However, football transfers are unpredictable. A late surprise move from Liverpool cannot be completely ruled out. The club knows how risky it is to go through the rest of the season with limited defensive depth, and that reality could force their hand in the final hours. Still, there are major obstacles. Club Brugge are not under pressure to sell, and negotiating a complex deal on deadline day is never easy. Everything would have to move extremely fast for Liverpool to pull this off. So where does that leave us? Liverpool remain interested in Joel Ordóñez, but Crystal Palace are currently pushing hardest. The Reds are focused on long-term planning with Jeremy Jacquet, while also keeping an eye on any last-minute opportunities that may arise. One thing is certain, Liverpool's search for defensive reinforcements is far from over. Whether it happens in the final hours of this window or in the summer, changes are coming at the back. It's going to be a nerve-wracking finish to deadline day, and Reds fans around the world will be watching closely to see if their club can pull off a late surprise or if they will have to hold their nerve and wait for the next window. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool's January transfer window has taken another dramatic twist, and once again, the Reds are right at the center of the action. With injuries piling up, pressure mounting, and the deadline fast approaching, Arne Slot and his recruitment team are working behind the scenes to reshape the squad and give Liverpool the boost they desperately need. Let's start with Lutgerald Geertruida. Over the weekend, reports suggested Liverpool were closing in on a deal for the versatile Dutch defender, who is currently on loan at Sunderland from RB Leipzig. Geertruida is highly rated because of his ability to play in multiple positions, including right back, center back, and even central midfield. For a Liverpool side short of options at right back following injuries to Connor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong, the move made perfect sense. However, it now appears that Liverpool will not be signing Geertruida after all. Despite being offered the chance to bring him to Anfield, the club have chosen to look elsewhere. This may disappoint some fans, but it also shows that Liverpool are being very selective and focused on specific targets rather than making panic buys. Instead, attention has shifted toward Rennes center-back Jeremy Jacquet. Liverpool are reportedly closing in on a deal for the young French defender, and this could prove to be a smart piece of business. Jacquet is seen as a highly promising center-back with strong physical attributes, good composure on the ball, and the potential to grow into a top Premier League defender. At a time when Liverpool's defensive depth has been stretched, adding Jacquet could be crucial for both the short and long term. But the defense is not the only area Liverpool are trying to strengthen. Arne Slot is also keen to add another midfielder before the deadline, and a new name has now emerged. According to Reds reporter Dave Ockop, Liverpool have identified AZ Alkmaar midfielder Kees Smit as a serious target and have already held talks with the player's representatives about a possible move. Smit is just 20 years old, but he is already making a big impression in the Eredivisie. AZ Alkmaar rate him extremely highly, yet they are said to be open to selling if a suitable offer arrives. The reported asking price is around £30 million, and Liverpool are now considering whether to make a move immediately or wait until the summer. So why is Kees Smit attracting so much attention? Many scouts describe him as a classy central midfielder who is comfortable on the ball, creative in possession, and aggressive when it comes to winning it back. He has been labeled a midfield powerhouse who runs games with high intensity, and his numbers back that up. Last season, he scored 10 goals and provided 8 assists in all competitions. This season, he has already contributed 2 goals and 2 assists in the league. What makes Smit even more interesting is the comparison to Crystal Palace star Adam Wharton. Liverpool have long admired Wharton, but Palace are believed to value him at around £87 million. Smit, meanwhile, could be available for almost 1/3 of that price. Like Wharton, Smit is excellent at playing progressive passes, switching play, and breaking down defensive blocks. He also wins a good number of duels, showing that he can handle the physical side of the game. In simple terms, he offers creativity, energy, and balance in midfield, exactly what Liverpool are looking for. Of course, there is a risk. Wharton is already proven in the Premier League, while Smit has never played outside the Netherlands. There is always uncertainty about how quickly a player will adapt to English football. But that risk is also the reason why Smit is far cheaper, and Liverpool have a strong track record of developing young talent into elite performers. Put everything together, and it's clear Liverpool are building with a clear plan. Instead of chasing big names at massive prices, they are targeting younger players with high ceilings who fit Arne Slot's style and long-term vision. With a possible defensive signing in Jeremy Jacquet and talks underway for Kees Smit, Liverpool could still have a busy end to the window. Whether both deals happen or not, one thing is certain. The Reds are laying foundations for the future while trying to stay competitive right now. Exciting times are ahead at Anfield, and the next few hours could be crucial. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything.